Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to our channel, our place dedicated to reviewing the timeless teaching of Islam. We explore life, character, and miracles of greatest human to ever walk this earth. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam, peace and blessing be upon him. This channel is your gateway to authentic Islamic knowledge, inspiring stories, and spiritual uplifting reminders. Join us as we begin our journey into the seerah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam, a journey of light, guidance, and transformation. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam's son, Prophet Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, had 12 sons. Their descendants increased so greatly and they spread thoughtful and entire region of Hijaz beyond Makkah. Among these sons was Qayadar, whose descendants included Adnan. Adnan's son was Maad and his grandson was Nizar. Nizar had four sons. One of them was Mudar. From the lineage of Mudar came Quraysh bin Malik, also known as Fear bin Malik. The descendants of Quraysh multiplied and divided into various clans. Among them, Qasay rose to leadership. Qasay had four sons, and one of them was Abd Manaf, whose lineage later produced Hashim. Hashim married a noble woman from Medina, and a boy was born to them named Shihaba. Soon after his birth, Hashim passed away. His brother Muttalib became the leader of Makkah. Sahaba was raised in Medina. When Muttalib learned he had grown up, he personally traveled to Medina to bring him back. As Muttalib entered Makkah with the young boy, people assumed the boy was his slave. Muttalib clarified, "He is the son of Hashim and my nephew." But the people continued calling him Abdul Muttalib, meaning the slave of Muttalib. This became his known name. Abdul Muttalib had several sons: Abu Talib, Hamza, Abbas, Abdullah, Abu Lahab, Harith, Zubair, Jihrar, and Abdul Rahman. From Abdullah, the most handsome and pure-hearted of all sons, was born our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam. The dream to dig Zamzam. Abdul Muttalib saw a dream commanding him to dig the well of Zamzam, the same well of Prophet Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, which had been buried by the chief of the Jurhum tribe, Mudad. Why was the wild parade? The tribe of Jurhum once ruled Makkah and served as guardians of the Kaaba, but they became corrupt and discredited. They sacred the house. Their chief, Mudad bin Amr, was righteous. He advised them to stop, but they did not listen. Seeing this, he decided to leave Makkah. Before leaving, he took the treasure of the Kaaba, gold, silver, armor, and swords, and threw them all into the Zamzam well, and then buried it completely. The well had already dried up by then, and its location was lost. After this, the tribe of Khuzoah drove Zurhum away. Then came the era of Usse, and later many generations passed while the well remained hidden. The dreams of Abdul al Muttalib one night while sleeping near the Maqam Ibrahim, a man appeared in his dream and said, "Dig Tayyaba." He asked, "What is Tayyaba?" But the man disappeared. Next night again, "Dig Barra." He asked, "What is Barra?" No answer. Third night, "Dig Maduna." He asked, "What is Maduna?" Again, no reply. Fourth night, the same man came and said clearly, "Dig Zamzam." Abdul Muttalib asked, "What is Zamzam?" The man replied, "It is the well whose water never ends. It is the well whose water never ends. It will satisfy the greatest crowds for of pilgrims." He then explained where it was located, at the place where blood and filth are found, and where crow is peeking. Next morning, Abdul Muttalib went with his only son Harith. They found the exact signs, the blood, the filth, and the crow peeking. There were two idols nearby, where animals were sacrificed. He brought a pickaxe and prepared to dig. The Quraysh arrived and objected. We will not let you dig between our two idols. But Abdul Muttalib told his son, do not let them stop me. I must of the command given to me. Finally, the Quraysh stepped back. He began digging. Soon the first signs of the ancient oil appeared. He shouted, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And the Quraysh exclaimed, this is the well of Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam. Dispute with Quraysh when the well was found. Quraysh said, we also have a right in this well. Abd al-Muttalib replied, no, it is exclusively my duty. They said, then we must seek judgment. They agreed to consult a famous soothsayer, Kahina, in the north of Syria. The miracle in the desert. They set out on the journey. Halfway through the desert, the water ran out. They were near death due to thirst. They asked others for water, but were refused. Then Abdul Muttalib mounted his camel. As it rose, a spring of water gushed from beneath its feet. They drank the careful and filled their water skins. Seeing these miracles, Quraysh admitted defeat. By Allah, this is a sign. The Lord who blessed you with water here will also give you Zamzam. We will not dispute with you anymore. They returned to Makkah. Completion of the digging. Abdul Muttalib resumed digging. Soon they discovered a treasure, gold, silver, armor, sword, hidden by Jurhum. Quraysh again felt greedy and said, we want a share. Abdul Muttalib said, no, let us draw lots. They used arrows, two for Kaaba, two for Abdul Muttalib, two for Quraysh. The result, treasure for the Kaaba, weapons for Abdul Muttalib, nothing for Quraysh. Abdul Muttalib decorated the Kaaba's door with gold. His vow before the digging, he had made a vow. Oh Allah, make this task easy for me, and I will sacrifice one of my sons in your case. After the well was found, a voice came in his dream. Fulfill your vow, sacrifice your son. And this leads to the story of the vow fulfilled through Abdullah and eventually the ransom through the 100 camels.